I wonder if I could hire him to write one of those little messages in the sky for me.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the DX9 RICHTHOFEN. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. I always love DX9's box art. It's always really cool. There you have RICHTHOFEN, aka Powerglide. You give us the fire, we'll give them hell. On the top of the box, keep on flying. He's shooting down a cone head there. On this side of the box, you just have stars on the other side of the box. Stars on the bottom. RICHTHOFEN. Warning! Please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. And on the back of the box, you have a little schematic-y image there of Powerglide Red 5 standing by. And that's basically it for the packaging. And included in the box, you do get a little poster here of Powerglide, which is pretty cool. Some nice artwork going on there. So you have a little poster of Powerglide if you want to put that up on your wall. And you also get the collector's card with Powerglide on the front, Powerglide on the back, stuff I can't read, tech specs. If that interests you, hooray for cards. So moving right along, here we have RICHTHOFEN, which is DX9's take on a masterpiece Powerglide, and it's a pretty neat figure. I do quite dig it. So here he is in his jet mode. He's just a little red jet, but nicely done. Getting close here so we can take a look at the details. We do have some transparent plastic there for the cockpit. I believe this section right here is die cast. And you got some nice detail there in the wings. Got the intakes. Got some silver paint right back here. Looks very nice. These little intakes here done in a gunmetal gray. Little gray stripe there on those back tail fins. Yeah, the underside. Yeah, not a whole lot going on here. You do have the little landing gears here with rolling wheels. These landing gears, especially these three right here, are very, very stiff right out of the box. Like I needed a tool to help me get these out, but luckily over time they have kind of loosened themselves up, which is very nice because these were super stiff out of the box, but now they're working a lot more smoothly. This one especially, to get this back in, you do have to open up this panel right here and just flip it in like that and close it up. This one was especially stiff right out of the box. I needed a tool to help me get this out the first couple of times, but now it actually works a lot better. It's just kind of loosened itself up over time. So some of these joints you will kind of have to break in, but yeah, just something to note there. But yeah, and, I mean, even though the wheels roll, they don't roll all that well. He's really more sliding than rolling, but hey, it is what it is. But there you go. And for comparison, here he is with Masterpiece Bumblebee. Just so you can see how he scales there. And here he is with Combiner Wars Powerglide. So you can see how they look next to one another. And there you go. I don't own a G1 Powerglide, so sorry, no precious comparison. But there you go. And he does include his weapon. He has his little gun right here, done all in silver. It can store in the jet mode. You just have a tab right there. You have a slot right there. And you just tab that in. There you go. He's got his gun. So you got that going on. It does also include a flight stand, just done all in transparent plastic. There's the DX9 logo right there. And how this stand works is you have to take it apart to position it. So you can see the teeth here and the notches in there, and you just position it however you want and then put it back together, and that's locked dead solid in place. You don't have to worry about, you know, anything getting loose and the figure just kind of dropping on you like with some other stands. It will stay where you put it, as well as this top piece also. Again, you just position it how you want and then just put it all back together. And then we just take Powerglide here, and this back landing gear is what goes right in there. And there you go. You can have him flying around, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So you got that going on like that. So there you have that, and that's pretty much it for his little jet mode. You can position these bits right here, they are on hinges, so you can kind of move them up a little bit if you want to. Totally up to you. Hey, your toy. Display it however you wish. But yeah, that's pretty much it for his jet mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Okay, so let's remove the gun here, put that off to the side, and get started. So first thing you want to do is just take the wings. You just want to untab them from the side right there, and just rotate this up. And then you can just bring the whole wing up. You can see there's a little tab right there. This is going to go into that notch right in there. Just to hold that in place, untab, rotate, bring that up, and that's just to get them out of the way for now. And we're going to come down here, just grab hold of the landing gear, and just give it a little tug, just to pop this panel up, like so, which will then allow you to split the legs, like that, bring them out to the side, and all this right here will just come up on this double hinge. So you just bring all this up against his back, like that, and then this will just collapse up, like so. Just flip up the landing gear, and you got that going on. So now we'll come back to the wings here. You have these little bits right here that you flip up. Come in here, just flip that up, and then you bring this in, and this will hook over this backpack right here, and that will lock all that in place once you have the wings situated properly. There we go. And you just push that in, and that keeps all that locked in place very nicely. So you got that going on. And one thing we'll do also is take this landing gear and flip this up, close that back up, because we don't need those. So once you've done that, we will get down to the legs. So you want to rotate the legs so this red section right here is facing in. Just rotate that around 180, then you just swing the lower leg around like that. This fin right here, you want to rotate it so this is pointing downward. Come in here, just flip up this little peg, and then you're going to take this and just bring this down, and this will tab in right in there, like so, to make his foot. Then you just flip the foot up, you extend it down. You can see it's on a little slider here. Just extend that down, and then his heel, you just bring that down that little bit. And there you have a leg almost done. I was about to say all done. No, it's not done yet. We have to do this part now. We have to open this up. I was getting ahead of myself. That never happens. Anyway, open that up, flip up this bit right here, and then you bring all this back, and this will peg into that port right there. Just peg that in like so. And now we have a leg all done. Second verse, you know what it's like. You know what it's like. So rotate that around, rotate that, take this, rotate, bring that down, wrap it around, bring up the foot, extend the foot, bring the heel down, open this up, flip that out, bring all this around, peg that in, and there you have his legs all done. So now we move on to the upper body. Now you just want to untab the arms right there. We also need to flip up the landing gear here as well. So flip those up before you forget, like I did. So untab the forearms there, and then you can just rotate the arm down, take the little shoulder piece, bring that down, rotate the arm so everything is oriented properly, and then you just come here, open up this panel, flip out his hand, close that up. There you have an arm all done. Same thing on the other side. Just untab, bring down, rotate, open, flip out, close up. And there you got the arms all done. So now you come to this chest section right here, and this does pull out. Takes a little bit of doing, but it's doable. You just have to get a little pull and wiggle. You got to pull and wiggle a little bit. Once you get out far enough, you take that and you rotate that around like that, and then just push that back into the body like so. And once you've done that, you want to take his head too, and his head will extend upward a bit like so. And once you have done that, the last thing we need to do is just take this panel and flip that around to reveal his face. Get that nice arm lined up. And I believe we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Whee! We're done. And so there you have Richtofen, aka Powerglide, in his robot mode. And that definitely looks like Powerglide. Very nicely done, in my opinion. So let's get in close here on his noggin. There's his noggin. Very nice face sculpt there. With nice blue eyes. Very cool. And overall, like I said, very nicely done figure. I dig it. You got some blue in there, and some red, some yellow. And a very nice design, and a pretty clean transformation. You know, how these split and just kind of, you know, collapse behind the back of his legs is quite clever. You know, tiniest bit of a backpack, but nothing too bad. Although, though, very, very nicely done figure, in my opinion, anyway. Now, articulation-wise, his head can look up and down a little bit. It can rotate, although this hinge is very, very stiff, but the head can do a full 360. It's very stiff. Arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. You can see the shoulder piece will move out of the way to accommodate that movement. You do have rotation out to the bicep. You have a double jointed elbow, so you have full range of movement there. You do have rotation at the wrist. The hands open and close. The index finger is a separate piece, and the other three fingers are just molded together. He does have waist rotation. All of these hip skirts will actually move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. The front one, the side one, the butt flap. It will all move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward, that far, back, that far, outward, that far. You have rotation out to the thigh, 90 degrees of bend out to the knee, as well as rotation below the knee. The feet can move up and down very slightly, and you do get ankle tiltage, as well as the heel can move up and down a bit if that serves any purpose for you. So let's get his butt flap down. And get him all situated here. So there you have that. Of course, he can hold his weapon. You can just open up his hand here and just plug it in, and he does hold that very securely. He's not dropping that. And you know, I actually have not tried this. I'm going to try this now. I actually never tried to see if you could use the flight stand in his robot mode. I've not tried it. Don't know why. Haven't tried it. Let me see. Let me see. Because he does still have the landing gear back here. Will that work? Can I plug this in here? Well, not that. Doesn't really do much as far as making him look like he's flying, but, you know, okay. Sure. I guess. Still. There you go. There you go. Look, he's flying. He's flying. He's flying. Whee! He's flying. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Whee! Wait a second. This might work better. Wait, there you go. Whee! He's diving? He's crashing? Who knows? That's up to interpretation. Hey, okay. I tried, okay? At least I tried. Give me credit for at least that much, okay? Anyway. So you have that going on right there. He does include two more accessories. He does have this little monster mask to recreate that one thing that happened in that one episode of the G1 cartoon. Just brrr, brrr. And you can put that on his face. You just have to you gotta turn his face back around, because that will just tab into that slot right there. And there you go. Now he's a monster. Brrr, brrr. So, hey. It's a thing. It's a thing you can do. So, there you go. Let's get that turned back around. Give you your real face. There we go. So you have that. And the last accessory you get is a little figurine of the girl who loved Powerglide. Oh, look at her. Yeah, look at her. She's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. You see? Her yellow dress on and her flowing hair. Yeah, pretty much just like the figures that come with the official Masterpiece toys, although this one has like some yellow stuff on the inside of her arm. Like they didn't trim all that away. But a little figure. No posability, it's just a static figure. You can have her there with her love. Her love Powerglide. You got that. And also, because it's that one thing that happened in that one episode of the cartoon, you can open up his chest right here. And this panel is very, very tight. You can see I've kind of messed up the paint here because this panel is really, really hard to get open. Like, too hard to get open. It has loosened itself up a little bit, but it's still really hard to get open, and that's why the paint is kind of chipped there. But you open up his chest, and you can see he has a heart in there. Oh, look at that. He has a heart. Because a girl loved him. The girl who loved Powerglide. Mwah. Anyway. Anyway. Romance. There you have that. And that's pretty much it for all of the accessories and gimmicks. So now for comparison. Actually, no, not yet. I just thought of something else for the for the flight stand. I just thought of something. I thought of something. Stop typing. I just thought of what you probably thought of way before I thought of it. Wait a second. He does have a landing gear on his chest here. Can I? I think it's so hard to get open. Can I use this landing gear and plug that into that? Will that? No, that doesn't. It fits, but it's tight. There you go. Whee! He's flying. He's wee. I don't know. All right, let's end this little experiment here because it's just going nowhere. Anyway, so now we can get down to the comparisons. So here he is with Masterpiece Bumblebee. So you can see how they scale together. He's a bit taller than the Bumblemeister. And here he is with Combiner Wars Powerglide. Like that. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for Richthofen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Richthofen? Richthofen? I don't know. I don't care. You know how you pronounce his name? Powerglide. That's how you pronounce his name, because that's who he is. But, yeah, there you have him. Very nice figure. You know, I'm a fan of DX9 stuff. They put out some good, solid figures. You know, there are some things on this figure that, as you saw, are pretty hard to maneuver. Like, some of the joints are a little too tight. Some of them have loosened up on their own after time, but some of them, like that neck, this is like really stiff still. It's kind of hard to get his head turned around. But all in all, though, very nicely done figure. He has his little girlfriend. Pretty cool. I dig it. So if you would like this or any of DX9's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the DX9 Richthofen, and this is EmGo's saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, bomb in your face! Hey, Bumblebee. Yeah, Powerglide? I wanted to talk to you about something. Do you ever think that us little guys don't get the respect we deserve? What are you talking about? I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm invisible, you know, like Prime doesn't even notice I'm around. Oh, you're being crazy. Prime values all of us equally. Lionheart, I need you! Oh! Now, as I was saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Prime loves us.